And NDTV is at the Mykolaiv war zone in South Ukraine. This is a region that has seen intense firing.
NDTV's Vishnu Shom reports from Mykolaiv as many areas have been destroyed.
Well, we are coming to you at this stage from Mykolaiv. Mykolaiv lies right to the south of Ukraine. This was a building which was attacked at the end of March. 36 people were killed over here. This was a cruise missile strike which took place by the Russians who were operating a warship out in the Black Sea. This is a major Black Sea port. There's very heavy shipbuilding activity over here. Let's just walk and go up to this building. We are with a Ukrainian army officer who's escorting us to this particular place. There's a great deal of damage, as you can see. We're just going to follow him as he takes us up over here so that we can get a better idea of the extent of the damage. And it's very sad because he was telling me about how he's lost his friends over here. He in fact works in this particular building, but right now he was away from the building at the end of March when the attack took place. But this actually shows you some of the damage. This entire block of the building collapsed in this particular area. You can see carpets over here, rubble over here, parts of chairs. This was the administrative administrative building of the entire Mykolaiv area. And a single missile fired from the Black Sea brought this entire place down. It should also be mentioned that the warship which actually sank a few days back, the Moskva, it was actually built in Mykolaiv, which is a major shipbuilding center during the Soviet times, and the missile which was launched to attack it, Ukrainian Neptune missiles, were launched somewhere in this area. So the Moskva was built over here in Mykolaiv. It was destroyed many decades after by Ukrainian forces firing a missile somewhere in this area. But prior to that, this is an area where there have been so many attacks. In fact, we heard lots of artillery shelling a little while back, in fact when we were broadcasting live. And we are told that this happens all the time over here. Shall we carry on and see a little bit more?
This is what the first floor.
Wow, yeah.
Security post is over here.
Yeah.
Policemen is work in this place.
Right.
And they died in this place.
Yeah. And you were telling me that you had friends over here who've died, right?
Yeah.
How many
They
friends?
works in this place.
Right.
I have two friends in this office, but
Yeah.
And
you are from Mykolaiv yourself?
yes.
This is your hometown?
Yes, this Mykolaiv is my native town.
And there's no electricity, no water, nothing here right now?
Only water we don't have now, but we have hospitals, electricity,
Right.
and others.
Right. And why is Mykolaiv so important in this war, the location?
Because after Mykolaiv, Russians want to occupy Odessa and others south of Ukraine. They want to occupy all seas of Ukraine, Black Sea and seas of Azov,
Yeah.
and maybe next Moldova, because in Moldova Russians have Transnistria,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they every time speak about this
Right.
and his plans about
Yeah.
occupated this area.
And the bombing of Mykolaiv happens every single day, right?
Yes, in the morning, in the night, and sometime in the day.
Have most people left Mykolaiv?
Yes, first women and children.
Yeah. And of course men are over here and they need to fight. So that's the law, right?
Yes, men is prepared to fight. This is not first time because they trying early to
Sure.
occupy Mykolaiv, but they died here.
One final question. Mykolaiv is your hometown. You must be feeling very sad.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us. I appreciate that. And giving us, showing us be careful, Ashok, behind you, the extent of the damage over here, what war actually does. 36 people were killed in this building. The war here in Ukraine doesn't show any signs of ending. With Uma Shankar Singh and Ashok Mahale, Vishnu Shom for NDTV.